into this computer. Welcome to the Speak to Sell Yourself and Your Business show. If you want to know what is that we do in this community, the best thing you can do is to join. You can go to my Instagram bio, you can click in there and you can join the community. There is a Facebook group and there is also live shows like this one every Thursday. Today, unfortunately, I've got about 20 to 25 minutes to speak about how to hone your niche for maximum impact. So I'm not going to be letting people in because I wouldn't like you just to be here and then don't be able to interact with you. What we will do though, we will be posting this in the group, Facebook group, and also you will receive a recording if you're registered for today. You can also book a strategy call with me if you would like to speak more about how to hone your niche or how to speak with impact, how to speak to sell, how to become more confident, and much more. All right, so hello everybody over here. So today, as I said, how to hone your niche for maximum impact. And with time, I've noticed, and I went through this process myself, that we have got all of these ideas about what is it that we want to do. And then it's just like, yeah, all we see is opportunities. But unless we hone down, niche down, work on what it is exactly that we want to do, who do we want to serve, the message will get diluted. So today, I wanted to share with you a bit of a strategy, some of the questions you can ask yourself in order to start, as I said, honing down, niching down, gaining clarity around your message so that people, your audience, understand what's in it for them so they can come to you. I always say when I started, I was a mindset coach many years ago, and then mindset coach is such a broad thing. And then I started honing it down. And today, because of, for different reasons, I do public speaking and I help business owners to present with impact. You see, that's exactly what I do. I do what it says on the tin. I can help you with mindset and many other things, but then I need a clear message for you to be able to understand what it is that I do. Clear, simple. So I've got 4 elements that I'm going to be sharing with you. Actually, I've got 5, right? Thank you very much for joining me here. Thank you very much for joining me there. I'm live streaming on Instagram, which is the first time I live stream the Speak to Sell show here. And I'm doing it on Facebook as well, the Facebook community. You can watch me on Facebook. Then this is going to be available on some other platforms. And you can always get in touch with me, as you know. The first element when you are honing your niche for maximum impact, what is the problem you're solving, people? That is number 1. What is the problem you are solving? And then how big and relevant is that problem? I want you to think about it. What is the problem that I'm solving? How big and relevant is it? It doesn't matter the industry you're in. I tend to focus around speaking, communication, but how big is the problem and relevant? Then, if you think about it, because it can be, this will apply to anyone, by the way. This will apply if you have got a business, you're starting a business, this will apply to you. If you have a business that's already running, it will apply because you can always retweak your strategy, your messaging for further clarity. You can also, if you're going to be launching a new service, a new product, then you can think about this. How big and relevant is the problem that I'm solving with this? Who, in order to be, understand what's going on in the market, who is already solving this problem and how? Okay. And I'm not saying you go and copy the competition, but if you want to be different, then it's interesting, important to understand what's happening out there. Who is already solving that problem with them and how? And you can see that I'm rushing a little bit today because I've been booked to deliver a training session in about 40 minutes. So I'm aiming to do this for about 25. Let's see how that goes and then jump on to the next one. That's why I'm not letting people into the Zoom call today, because I would hate it for you to be here and then not being able to interact with you. So problem, how big and relevant is it? Who is already solving it and how? And then let me just sip a bit of coffee here. Ah, beautiful. Good morning, everybody, again. And then who struggles because of this problem? Yes, who is your audience in a way, right? So who is struggling because of this problem? When it comes to me, I can help anybody with public speaking. Who do I focus on? I focus on business owners. Business owners who want to grow their business through the power of advanced communication or through communication with impact, for example. So who struggles because of this problem? And every time you ask yourself this question, try to be as specific as possible, people, all right? So the first one is the problem. Then as you dive deeper into the problem, gain further understanding, who's doing it, how they're doing it, who is already solving it, who's suffering from it. Then let's work around the message. Okay, I've got the problem I'm solving. How am I going to position myself in the market? What is going to be my messaging throughout my different platforms? Okay, that's also very important, the congruency throughout the different platforms. So no matter whether people find me here, they find me on LinkedIn, they find my website, they will see the message is the same. And the message I'm sending out is congruent and consistent. Key, consistency throughout all of the channels. So when it comes to the message, questions to you then. What is your unique solution? You thought of the problem, you looked at the market, you understanding in the process of understanding, or you already understand very well your audience, the person or the people struggling with the problem. Then what's your unique solution? Okay, first of all, what is your unique solution? How, this is a very good question. How do people know they need your service? How do they know they need your service? I give you an example. I'm a mindset coach. Okay? I used to promote myself as a mindset coach in the past. Okay, you're a mindset coach. How do I know I need you? How do I know I need a mindset coach in my life? How are you as a mindset coach connecting with me as the person that could potentially be your client? And then you could then, as you begin to drill down, you could then start, okay, within the mindset element, I'm going to work with overwhelmed entrepreneurs to help them become more efficient with their time. For example, to live a happier life. You see, right away, I'm honing my message to appeal to that audience. Yeah, making sense so far? And in the message, it's important to highlight why you. Why are you the go-to person? So pay attention to this for a moment, reflect on them while I sip a bit of coffee. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me here. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening there. It's a pleasure. I just need more coffee. It's been a fantastic week, and regardless, I'm never going to let the Speak to Sell show die. I'll do whatever it takes for me to be here once a week as promised. And I'm thinking about the fact that next week I'm not around because I'm actually out and about. So there we go. Nice challenge for me. I may do it. I'll find a way. You will see me at least saying hello. When I speak about the message, listen to this. I always like to use the analogy of Star Wars. And you may know Obi-Wan Kenobi and you may know Luke Skywalker. If you don't, then look it up. And I'll give you an example. Well, I want to use this as an analogy for the clarity of the message. There is, I'm going to give you a structure, the client, okay? So the client in this case is Luke Skywalker. And the expert is going to be Obi-Wan Kenobi. So you find, Obi-Wan finds Luke Skywalker, who's the client in this case, going through, his problem of identity, not knowing what to do, lacking confidence, and then a greater problem, which was the whole empire situation, the war that was going on. And then what Obi-Wan Kenobi did in order to build empathy was to understand Luke's problem, mainly because Obi-Wan had already been there. He had done it. He had experienced all of that. So in that sense, in that element of the problem, there is a connection. This is when you hear people speak about the problem, connect with them at a problem level. This is what's happening, because for us, it's important. I mean, for me, it would be important, people listening right now, it would be important for me to know, how much do you know about what I'm going through? It's key. Have you been in my shoes? What have you done about it? That's going to be really important when it comes to creating that connection, which Obi-Wan did. Obi-Wan came with his expertise, with his experiences, everything he had done before in order to help Luke. And he positioned himself as the expert, as the sage in this case, as the mentor, as the master. And through that connection, he delivered a solution. So he helped Luke become a Jedi eventually. So he took him in under his wing as the Padawan and all of that, and led him to become the person he became in the end. So as you can see, there's also action being taken. It's not like he gave all the information to Luke and then Luke was there by himself. No, he followed it through for Luke to achieve success and avoid failure. Using this analogy is powerful because then you can see how Obi-Wan knows. He comes from a perspective and a point, an angle of knowing and wanting to help Luke, who is the client. And then because Obi-Wan understands Luke's problems, there is a connection here. When he then positions himself, Obi-Wan, as the person that can help. And then he delivers his solution, all of his training and everything else that leads Luke to achieve his success. Okay? Which is what we tend to do as business owners within the industry. That's what we do for our clients. So in terms of the message, it's important that you're clear about who the client is, what the problem is, as we've spoken about already. I'm looking at the two cameras because I'm on two cameras at the moment. How then do you position yourself as a go-to person? Because then, okay, in the process of understanding the audience's problem, you position yourself as a person that knows the go-to, and then you deliver a solution. But in that process, this is when, the know, like, trust kicks in. And not just know, like, trust. There's actually influence, there's belief, there's respect for the person that is there connecting with you, that go-to person. Then, of course, there's always going to be a call to action, and always important to highlight the fact that if you don't do this, you may fail, but if you do, you may succeed. So those are the elements on the message: client, problem, go to expert, solution, call to action, and then success and avoid failure. It's always important as well in your message. Look, people, you can, for my message, for example, I'll explain it. I do public speaking, how to communicate with impact, right? You may decide to do it, and it's going to take you a while. You will achieve success one way or another. But if you don't do it, then you won't stand out. You won't share your excellence with the world. People won't find you. You see, as you craft your message, and this is the generic message, by the way, I'm not going to dive into the different bits and pieces that you can do with the message today. But as you craft your overall message, where you understand your client, you understand their problems, you position yourself as the authority, you provide them with a solution, a call to action to achieve success and avoid failure, that's going to be powerful. And you're going to have them there. And then you can break it down. And one second, I'm running thirsty here. And then that's the message you can share via email. Okay, that's the message. And you can break it down. You're not going to share this message, but then I give you an example. Having understood that, you can craft messages saying, okay, the client, I'm going to be speaking today with people that suffer from anxiety when they speak. So that is my audience today, for example. And then the problem is that they suffer and they deal with this anxiety. So I explained that I suffer from the anxiety as well. I struggle with it for a while. It still kicks in sometimes, but I've got, then I dive into my solution. I got a process I utilize and then I share it. That process, it can be breathing and some of the other techniques, visualization and everything else, and then success. What success looks like is that then at the end of applying that solution, then I can speak with confidence in any environment. And then there you have the client, the problem, the solution, and the success. So just to recap, today is all about honing your speaking niche for maximum impact. This is the Speak to Sell show. For the first time live streaming here on Instagram, and I'm also live streaming on Facebook, which I always do every Thursday at 10 a.m. UK. So I've spoken about the problem, understanding the problem you're solving, how big is it, who is already solving it and how, who struggles because of this problem. Then the message, what's your unique solution? How do people know they need your service? Why you? And this is where I incorporated the Star Wars analogy, specifically the relationship between Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. I was watching Star Wars last weekend, so I guess, I wanted to experiment with this analogy today, which makes a lot of sense, by the way. So Luke is the client, then Obi-Wan is the master in this case, is the person that's going to help. You are the master, you are the Obi-Wan Kenobi, helping this person by understanding their problem, positioning yourself as the expert, providing a solution, helping people take action to lead them to success and avoid failure. That is the journey. Woo! A lot of information here, people. Just so you know, this is being recorded. If you join the Speak to Sell community in Facebook, and if you join the show as well, we send a recording to your inbox. Then there is the clarity. And once you have the problem, the message, which is very clear, and you're honing and you're working on it, then you do what I explained with in order to craft emails, you can follow a structure in which, okay, I'm going to speak to this audience today, address this problem. This is the solution, and this is what success looks like. You can do videos. You can do short videos speaking, okay, today I'm speaking to entrepreneurs. You don't need to say I'm speaking to entrepreneurs, for example, but this is the person I have in mind today. And then entrepreneurs tend to struggle when they're starting their business, in order to stand out, connect with their audience, deliver the message. So what I've done is devise this solution, in my case, which is one of the programs I run, or just, having a structure for your talk. And then I share a structure, one of the structures I use for pitching, for example, just to give them additional clarity and confidence when they go and stand up and speak. And then I share with them what success is like when you actually adopt some of these solutions that I share, or some of the techniques, or some of the things I'm telling you right now, what success is like. In the same way I'm delivering this session today, I'm giving you information that I've applied for my business. And as I said initially, many years ago, I started as a mindset coach. I still do mindset work, but it's much more specific now, because if you look at my website, what it says is I help business people to communicate and present with impact. That's what I do. So clarity is key. Once you work on the problem, understand it, the message, you can start, generating content very specifically to address problems to your audience through a solution that's unique to you, and showing them what success looks like. Clarity. When people come to any of your social media channels, when they come to your website, clarity. What do I mean by clarity? I've said it like 4 times. 3 things, by the way, 3 things for this clarity element. What do you offer? Number 1, what do you offer? Number 2, how will it make my life better? And 3, what do I need to buy it? Have you ever been to one of those websites that you land and it looks amazing and there's loads of information, fantastic, very appealing even, but you don't know what to do? You haven't got clarity about, well, what is it that this person or this business is actually offering? How is it going to impact my life or what I do, my job? How is it going to make it better? And what do I need to buy it? What do I need to do right now if I want to, submit, or if I want to buy this, or if I want to connect with the person behind, or behind that website, that business? Clarity. 3 elements. Think about it. We tend to speak about our attention spans being reduced and all of that, depending on the type of content and how, you connect with people. This, this can change, this can vary, is the word I was looking for. But think about it. We don't invest much energy on things like this. We go, we don't find what we're looking for, and we move to the next one. So one thing is, don't consume people's energy. Don't confuse them as well. We have limited energy throughout the day. So with this clarity, you're going to help them to go bang, bang, bang. What is it that this person offers? How will it make my life better? What do I need to do to buy it right now, or to connect, whatever that the call to action might be? I cannot reinforce this enough, the clarity element, people. Okay, I'm happy to expand on this. I've delivered a few sessions around this specifically this year, and it's amazing. And we all come from a good angle. We want to support, we want our businesses to grow, we want to support our audiences. But if we don't work on this element of our message, addressing the problem in a clear way that our audience, the people that we want to connect to, understands, then they're not going to come to us. Okay. And then finally, out of all of this, validation. I've touched on the problem, the message, in a way, the one-liner, or the different messages you can craft from your main message, clarity, and then validation. Every now and then, like in marketing and everything, every now and then, what's working and what isn't. Measure. Go through your process. What kind of clients are coming my way with this messaging that I have, with this market positioning that I've decided? Is it working? Am I attracting the people I wanted to attract? Great. What can I do more of then? What can I continue to create? Is it not? It's attracting another audience. Then you have an opportunity to think, do I want that audience, or do I really want to then redirect my message to that audience that I'm really looking for? You always can decide, because I always like to say this, the market will put you in the place you need to be. You may be wanting to connect, and it's happened to me in the past, business owners at a certain level, and then I get business owners from a different level, or business owners in the UK, and then I end up speaking to business owners in the States or in Latin America, for example. So that has to do with the messaging you're putting out there as well. If you are attracting then the people you want, or if you decide to then change your approach, then do it. But always measure what's working, what isn't working, what's working, what isn't working. If you're not getting any type of clients, then it isn't working. So there's something you need to do in there. But if you're getting certain traction, or you're getting, different types of clients from different angles, then that's where the big message can be broken down into smaller messages to appeal to the different audiences. And then this is another whole conversation, because then we could speak how to appeal to each one of them for those of you who have got like a bigger business in a way, and then different solutions. People, and that's me done. I said I was going to be speaking for about 25 minutes. I've done 22, which leaves me time to prepare for my session, which starts in about 25 now. It was a bit of a last minute session that I got booked for, which I'm very excited for. But at the same time, I wanted to be here with all of you. It is the first time I live stream on Instagram today for the Speak to Sell show. If you want to find out more, all you need to do is go to the link in my bio, click it, register. You can join the community in Facebook, even though I will carry on doing this every now and then on Instagram, and you will receive the recording, okay, as well. So we'll send it to your inbox. All we need from you, of course, is your email address. And there are loads more within that community. I think we have already done close to 20 or over 20 episodes. So loads of content around how to speak your greatness, how to communicate with impact, how to create a marketing plan that delivers results, how to pitch, to sell, how to be confident in front of the camera. There are so many that I don't even remember them all. So just go to the community, check them out. This is completely free. I want to support you all. And then if you want to expand or something, feel free to book a call with me. You can book what I like to call a strategy call. You can go to my website, joseucar.com, or you can look me up on Google. Nice and easy. You can DM me here. You can DM me there. People, thank you so much for listening. It's been a great pleasure. And I will see you all throughout the week, maybe throughout the day. If not, see you all next week. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to let you all go. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'm going to stop recording. Wish you all great success. Luis, thank you so much. Thank you, people, for being there, listening. And I'm out.